Okay.
Tomorrow, you're going to be reading for studio executives, and then you're going to be testing at the network. And this is, we're talking about the series regular roles on television, all right? So the studio gets a vote because they're the ones who basically hired the writer to write the pilot. They gave them office space on their lot. They gave them, assistants and everything like that, and they give them notes. They work with the development people. The studio works with them to develop the script, and then they take it, the studio and the producers take it and pitch it around to different networks. So the studio gets a vote in casting, and then the studio executives, then they take their choices over to the network, and then the network makes the final decision about casting. And as we'll see tomorrow, you have to make a money deal before you're allowed to even go in to read for the executives. So it's, talk about what goes on in your mind there. So we'll be covering that tomorrow. Is one here?
Hi. I know that you said not to mime and not to use props unless it was something that was actually relevant to the text on the script. I saw one person using a cell phone, and then I saw another person like faking using a cell phone. And I was wondering if there was an actual preference between the two, since most of us have cell phones on us at all times.
Yes. Okay. So this is a good question, and I was really glad that because you had missed the morning session. We were talking about 90% of the time you do not want to use props, but maybe the cell phone is the one thing that you can use that's okay, right? But if his choice to do this was the best next choice, the worst thing you can do is, I don't know why actors, when they're on a cell phone, it's like, this is not how you use the phone. It's like, but interestingly enough, you had said do the speaker, and I knew why you said that because he was too away and down with his face here looking down, and so you didn't get to see him, and so you thought, let's put him on the speakerphone so he can be up and we can be seeing what's going on. So I thought that was a really good suggestion, that it got, so if you have the phone, you have the option of, okay, I'm on a speakerphone, but you have to let us know you're on a speakerphone somehow, I don't know. But I had an actor, I don't think no one has the scene here, where he's on a phone for the first half of the scene to his girlfriend, right? And when I was casting the pilot, I saw so many different things. Some guys would come in with their headsets, and so they could walk around. Or some people didn't come in with anything, and they would just kind of do this to show me that they were doing something, and then they would walk around, you know what I'm saying, which worked. If they didn't have a phone, they would do this. The cell phone itself, does anybody have a cell phone on them for just a second, is so incredible because this is, talk about relationship. Like when you're texting your boyfriend, she's texting Brian a dirty text at work, and so she's thinking of Brian and what am I writing? You know what I'm saying? And so it really brings us into the scene more. If she just mimed this, it wouldn't be the same thing, So just having that brings the whole thing into, I'm with her. I see what she's doing. Oh boy, and I see Brian in this text. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with him on the phone to his boss, right? Is that you have the relationship with the boss and you see him on the phone. When we're on the phone with somebody, we visualize who we're on the phone with. We visualize them in their surroundings. I don't know if you've ever talked to someone and they're traveling, they're in, Europe, and you're going, where are you? Describe where you are so I can visualize you. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what you want to know. And so when you're on the phone, that's what we need to know. What are you visualizing? You're visualizing your boss in his office. And also, I just want to point out one other thing to him. When you mention Mancheck, the relationship with him, and I got it more the second time up when you were standing up, that it's like, I know as soon as I mention Mancheck, my boss is going to go crazy because I keep bringing this guy. He's, something's going on with him, right? So the relationship is the phone and sense of place, and I think I've broken your phone, just like in your scene, right?